So, design for collaborative city. Let's start from city, and this fits very well with what Lo was saying. So, we know that the city can be seen also from the top. We know that this is the normal way of seeing. I will not be so drastic to say that maybe this is not useful. This is really useful. You can see a lot of things from the airplane. Also, for instance, I put together two different kinds of cities, and simply look into what they appear, you understand a lot of what happened in that city. One is programmed, the other no, one is spontaneous, the other one is planned, and so on and so forth. But, nevertheless, as Lo was saying, there is a lot of things you don't see. You don't see what really happened here in this street. You don't see what happened in this courtyard. You don't see the people, what they are doing. And therefore, the more and more we discover that we need another way of looking to the city, that is the city seen from inside. And the city seen from inside, by the way, is the only way in which people practically knows the city. Okay, you can go in the airplane and see it, but the real way of living the city is from inside. And when we see the city from inside, the meaning of the city seen from the inhabitants, the citizens, cities appear as a mesh of interaction. A mesh of interaction in between people and in between people and physical places. And given that we are all designers, we know that these interactions, at the end of the day, are communications and services, with a large interpretation of the term service. So, when we look at the city by this point of view, we are talking about something that has to be designed or dealt with by people that is more near to the culture that in this room we represent. I repeat, I will not say that the cultural design has to substitute other architects or planners, but we can integrate. There are some reasons to say why today and not 50 years ago. And we can discuss, but I will not discuss it now. We can assume, not only because we are here now to discuss this topic, but because, and we will see in the presentation, the more and more there are cases in which designers are involved in the city making. Therefore, something happened in the city that until a certain moment, architect and planner was enough, and now we need architect, planner, designer, and maybe many other professions. But this city, there are two main trends that are the ones that have generated to us a kind of moral duty in intervening. The first one, I will be very rough. We will have time to discuss. I call it, we call it desertification. Desertification means that if we consider the city a kind of ecosystem, we know that the ecosystem are richer when they are diverse, with a lot of variety, a lot of redundancy, a lot of differences inside. When the ecosystem loses this variety, we say they are desertified. If we use the same language, a metaphor for the city, if we move from a city that is very rich in many different people, very different relationships, very different services, very different kind of activities, to something as this, that this is only commercial center, nothing else. This is a desertified. And there are a lot of trend that is to create monofunctional zones. There could be gated villages for the rich, favelas or slums for the poor, commercial districts, touristic attractive zones that are practically colonized only by tourists. All these actions are in some way reducing the complexity of the city, reducing the complexity of this ecosystem, creating ecosystems that are more fragile, and therefore also ecosystems that are with a lower level of quality. So this is one, and afterward there is another main trend that is linked to the first one, but adds something else that I call connected loneliness. We will talk specifically about this in a few moments. So the majority of the people in the big city, at the end of the day, are alone. in Italy, in Milano, but I know this is the same in many other places, households are done for the 60% by one person. And there are statistics that say that these persons very quickly, very often, do not speak with other persons for days and days. And there are statistics that say that a lot of people do not have anybody to ask for help if they need it. So this is a dramatic condition individually, of course, for reasons you can imagine, but also socially, because it's very complicated. Maintain a society. This is done by this kind of individualized, separated people. And I could also say that the people in this condition become more fragile, and this creates two very terrible trends, sub-trends, that are the people being connected digitally tend to close themselves in the communication bubbles, so to talk only with people that are very similar, and being alone, you feel much more fear. And in many places in the world, for sure Europe, what has happened, maybe not all of you know, because Europe is far away, but we have a big political crisis in this moment. I think that the crisis that we have is largely related to the fear. People alone is much more fragile, and so it's much more attentive to somebody that try to give some simple solution to their difficult condition of life. So, but you know that me and you, I hope, because we are designers, we have to be also positive in some way. So if it is true that all the stories that I told until now, maybe with different words, is really the reality that we can see around us, there is a counter-trend. And you can easily imagine what I meant, because many of us are involved in social innovation. So I don't have to explain, and afterward, in any case, Luis will tell us much more about this. So the social innovation is proposing exactly the contrary of the problems that we said before. Social innovation happens everywhere, but very largely happens in the city. So we can see that the city, invested by social innovation, can propose a kind of scenario that, to give a name, could be the scenario of the collaborative city. Because the notion of collaboration, as we know, is one of the key words in the transformative social innovation that we are dealing with. So, but we know also, as also Lo was saying, we are talking about this since at least 10 years now, probably more. So if we talk about social innovation in the city, collaborative city, at least in an audience like this, that we should be more or less expert, we have not to start from the beginning, but we have to try to start from where we have arrived in terms of experience. So at this point, talking about collaborative city is not to discover a brand new possibility, but to see what happened in the case that have been already been developed. So I will very shortly give you 3 lessons that we can learn. The first one is the one that we learned from the beginning. So this has been also the beginning of our story, and it remains, for me, what made the difference in between what we talk about, what also Lo was talking about, in relation to other ways of dealing with the city. That is to start from the molecular scale, to start from what happened as a small group of people doing things. And we know that the city can be revitalized by the fact that there are people, and many people, that organize themselves through collaborative living, collaborative social services, collaborative networks, food network, collaborative production, and also, unfortunately not enough, but collaborative migrant inclusion. So this is and remains the basic. So we have never forget that if we talk about social innovation, we have to keep in account what happened at the grassroots level. But afterward, we learn that if 10 years ago, 15 years ago was enough for us to see, oh look, a group of people doing this, oh look, there's a group of people doing that, and we are very happy to show that something like this exists, at a certain point we start to say, yes, but how we can, the term was upscale, also the technocrat was saying us, yes, a small thing, but what does it mean how you upscale them? And we discovered what does it mean to upscale? Upscale do not mean growth in the general term. Upscale means to create an environment in which a multiplicity of this activity can happen. So the second issue is how to create an ecosystem that create the conditions in which this kind of activity can work and can spread, last in time, maintain the quality, and so on and so forth. So it's an issue about involving several different actors, including the institutions. But the institution, as we will see and we will discuss, how the institution can manage the traditional institution with the way in which the institution works, how they can manage to have good relationship with this activity that are grassroots. And there is a whole stream of research and experiment that has to be done to see how institutions can have governance that really help in creating infrastructures, and we will talk also about this, that are helpful to generate this kind of grassroots positive social innovation. And finally, the third lesson learned, that is still at the beginning, but we already have some interesting issue, is me personally, but many of you, the one that I know, we are very linked to the grassroots. We are very linked to the bottom up. We started because we fall in love for this kind of activities. But afterward, we discovered that this possibility of growing from the bottom arrived to a kind of platform. So something else has to happen. And the something else that has to happen is a kind of interaction in between this bottom up, that for us is the basis, and some wise choice from the top. And to give an example, I will use an example from Barcelona, because I'm working in Barcelona, I'm very proud of it. And this was a good example of this. Barcelona, I will not tell the whole story because the story will be told in a while. I use only this little point. I've been designed hyperplanet. This is the image from Barcelona. At a certain point, they have designed to change the way in which circulation happened, to reduce the number. Before there were cars in every possible street, and afterwards they decided to have the car only in some streets and to reduce mobility by car in the other one. The project is called the Superillas, to transform small islands in a bigger one. So this is a choice that cannot be done from the bottom. Somebody has to do it. But afterward, it's not enough to make this choice, because when you eliminate the car from here, what happened in that street? The street could be revitalized, or the street could die. And it happens sometimes. And therefore, there is what I imagine. So you can give back the street to the citizens, but the citizen has to take care of the street. So there has to be this clever combination in between some action from the top and something that has to happen from the bottom. And in the case of Barcelona, they tried. So it will be told by Albert afterwards better to have this kind of dialogue in between big decisions and what can happen from the bottom. So I said about cities, collaboration, and design. So we are here for design. I like to say that this is really a design, at least in my intention. So we will talk about the cities, but I don't think that this meeting will be memorable by the point of view of the city, because there are many places where people discuss about the cities. I hope that this meeting, and hopefully some new one that maybe we will have in the future, will be memorable because they will be the conference where designers, with all the limits that we can have, show what we are capable to do for the city, and especially for collaborative cities. So this point, I put it at the end because it's really the crucial part. It's not only to tell story about cities, but to tell story about how cities have seen some designer participate, and when the designer were expert designers, as we. And this will be our discussion. As has been said, our network works for thematic cluster. We have a thematic cluster of this topic, and this is the first relatively big, I mean relative because we are not so much, but the issue was not to be many, but to have the possibility, thanks to the college, to have here physically many of the actors and have the possibility to interact. So it's a moment of a journey that I hope that from now in the next 1 or 2 years we will have a much more clear idea and also explain more clearly to the others what we designers are capable to offer for the city. So this conference. The conference is organized is intended, as I said, as a moment in the research. So it's per se a design research. And the conference, the beginning, we will have, there should be 4, but unfortunately Gabriela could not come because she's sick. And this is a pity because Gabriela had to come from the experience in Mexico City that is a fantastic experience. In any case, we will have 4 stories. And the 4 stories we call it View on the Cities. So we asked now 3 friends to talk about the city by a very special point of view, coherent with us. I do not introduce them now because it's long and they will be introduced in a while. So this is just to prepare the environment, the scene in which we are working. And afterwards, we will have 4 short presentations about cities. Are not whatever cities, so we choose cities that for some reason have a special story about trying to do something coherent with this idea of collaborative city. So we will have short presentation about Seoul, about Barcelona, about Milano, and about the city that is hosting us, that is Shanghai. So this will be the first part. At the end of this 2, we will have a debate in between all the 3 people plus the 4 people on what is the state of the art of the imagination and the reality of a collaborative city. Then in the second part of today, we have the proposition of the core of what we have done until now. So in our work in the thematic cluster, we had some informal meetings, some telematic meetings, so we did something, and we focused on 4 thematic areas of research. And 4 of our colleagues will present, so I do not enter now, but keep in account that the title, the topic, are a kind of representation of the state of the art of our discussion. So where are we, and hopefully from where we can go on, following these different threads. And tomorrow is the part that is more coherent with what I said just now before. So, okay, the cities, we can imagine this and that, the cities are doing this and that. Our research until now has focused on some line, but what are the strategies that individual designers, community of designers, school of design as a whole can add to the agent of transformation in the city? So this will be done presenting some cases and also presenting what organizations are doing. And one organization is Cumulus and one organization is DxCC. And at the end of this, there will be space enough for the discussion that goes to what I said before is the aim, what we designer can bring, individually, as groups, as universities. We have invited, as you know, XLP, so forget me and here, incidentally, many interesting and clever colleagues. So I'm sure that they have a lot of interesting things to say. And after all of you, and thanks, this is the start.